A lot of people feel really frustrated on the ladder when they keep facing Angrons over and over again, and practically every Angron deck is pretty much the same brain dead build. Angron and a ton of tactics, and it's relatively hard to counter. Well, this video is mostly a little bit of therapy for that. We're going to see a couple of interesting matches with Mortarion, two against Angron, and one against Captured Mandragorax, the Titan. Well, the Warlord Titan. So let's quickly take a look at the deck. This is the same Mortarion deck I used for my earlier Mortarion video. It's pretty much unchanged because it's pretty good. I do have another Mortarion deck, but that was shared in my lodge, and, well, that's not going out to YouTube. But anyway, this one works pretty well for me. I always have fun using it, and we're going to take a look at what happens when Angron fights it now. Alright, so this is the first of the two matches I just had this evening with Angron. So, going ahead, usually I would start putting away cards which were this expensive, but I want to use them later on, so I'm going to leave it as is. Plus, I've got a good combo over here. I can drop first wave in my 5 energy turn, and at least one of them should stay alive long enough to protect Mount Pharos for one turn. So let's see how this works out. So we begin, there's Angron doing the Angron things and playing a tactic. What a surprise. Followed by a direct attack with his boosted attack value. But indeed, he will not end us. Alright, I love this alt art Mortarion. His chat lines are so good. Okay, this time I am just going to go with abandoned supplies instead of stunning him. And it was totally worth it for that. So let's go and see what he does. He's probably going to bring out some speeders and hit me, or goldstones and hit me. Oh no, he had nothing. Alright, that was rare. There's a Death Cloud, but Death Cloud is actually not that great against Angron. I've occasionally used it to make a match get really drawn out so I can trigger my Whisper, but it's hard to do. I generally expect that in a match against Angron, my Whisper will not be triggered. Okay, so I've got him stunned, he's just playing his little tactical pings on me. Let's just go ahead with Endurance now. And there's some heals, and now I'm almost on equal health. Okay, there comes the Gore Child, and he's now going to whack me pretty hard. There we go. 3-point gap between us now. 3? Yeah, 3-point gap. Alright, here's my first wave. This is the first of my moves leading up to Mount Pharos. And he goes and he takes out my first guy. And he drops a goldstone, and he actually goes straight for me. Alright, that's fine. I wanted my front lines to survive, so I could do this. There we go, Mount Pharos. And now it's going to be generating a discounted Space Marine for me every turn. Because that's what Mount Pharos does. There we are. Relentless, create a random Space Marine in your hand, cost 2 less. So Angron's continuing to munch his way through my front lines, but here we go. Oh nice, more front lines. There's Pentu Das, the Thousand Suns healer. I'm kind of disappointed because it takes a while if you're not Thousand Suns to build up enough psychic energy to use his ability. He gives you 1 psychic energy per turn, but his ability costs 2. And in Angron's 8 energy turn is about to come up, so my stuff has a very short life expectancy. Okay, well, he actually didn't have the Conqueror yet, but it will be coming. Or maybe he just didn't feel the urge to play it. Okay, let's try and bait that Conqueror out. Epistolary Ran. Angron hates that guy because he'll do 5 damage when he attacks. 3 from his life ability, from his actual attack, plus 2 more from his sacrifice. Also, again, I'm trying to make my guys look threatening to bait out his first Conqueror.
Take no survivors.
And there we are. So that's Conqueror number 1 out. Alright. And he attacks. I'm 9 points behind him, but I'm feeling pretty okay still. Let's go ahead. Let's drop a tough front line unit. And just stun him. I'm not dropping my first wave yet. I want to save that for after his second Conqueror. Alright, there's another no survivors. Okay, and he just hands it over. He hasn't got much else to do. So let's stun him and drop maybe one of my more threatening troops. Okay, kill those guys, of course. Drop Osgard squad. There's nothing for them to poison, but again, I'm trying to bait out his cards. Okay, he's trying to go straight for me. It's cutting down. Getting a little low on health now. I'm slightly worried, but that's where these guys come in. So I attack him, and then Purity of Will, or I stun him, and I can still play Purity of Will and heal myself up a little bit more. Perfect. And now the Osgard squad cannot be wiped out by a simple seek and destroy. Okay, that's not all I've got. Here, have a blight grenade. I was gonna save it until he asked, is that all you've got?
Defiance alone is not enough.
Okay, there we go. There's the second Conqueror. Now I'll be able to drop my last remaining first wave and they'll be safe, which will buy me some time. Here we are. First wave. 1, 2, 3 beautiful frontline troops. And let's keep him stunned. Now I just need to survive long enough for my finishing cards to pop out of my deck. Oh god, look at that. Another Gorechild. He's 5 attack now, and he hasn't even turned into a demon. When he turns into a demon, that'll be even worse. Okay, I haven't got much here, so I'm just going to play my Ornithop's Barge and hope I get an Ogre. And no, I get a Winter Soldier. Of course. 6 energy for 1 energy troop. Hooray. Ah, that's what I was waiting for. Haldon Tal. Nice little dreadnought. Let's go ahead and keep him stunned. There we go. So he's got 12 health left, and I actually have, between the stuff on the board and the blight grenade, enough to kill him if all my units survive this turn. If all my units survive, I win. And okay, that's it. I win. He has no energy left. He can't do anything, so let's let him know this is over.
Face your final justice.
Alright, that's 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and blight grenade. Boom. Alright, 1. Beat Angron with 2 health left, but that's a nice win. And I drew the match out for a satisfying amount of time. Angron players like quick matches, so I enjoy using Mortarion because it really draws them out. The second Angron match was actually another one against the same player 2 matches later. So over here, this is a different set of cards to start with, but I kind of like it. Let's go and see how this works out.
My unbroken blades.
I wonder how this guy felt facing me again. Did he think he's going to get revenge? Or what I really hope is he felt annoyed that he's facing me and he knew he's going to have another long match.
You deserve no
And lose it. So let's go ahead and stun him again. See what he throws out. Speeder, of course, that's always inevitable. I'd rather face them early than late. Smart Angron players save them till late. Alrighty, let's pull out a Zagart squad to get that sweet, sweet frontline bonus. Okay, so he goes to hit it. Is he finishing it? No, he's not finishing it, which actually lets me do an interesting thing here. Melgator seems useless against this guy, so I'm going to use it to bounce Zagart squad back into my hand. And let's stun him again. Okay, he's buffing himself more. So what I'm going to do here is use chem munitions to boost Melgator's attack and throw him into Angron where he dies, and then drop Zagart squad. Now some people will say, why didn't I put the chem munition on the Zagart squad, because he can survive one fight with Angron? But it's because I don't want to leave him on 1 health where he's just easy bait for his Seek and Destroy, which will draw a card for Angron. Okay, so I'm taking a little bit of a beating, but actually so far I'm actually ahead of him, which is pleasant for a change. Here, let's drop a first wave for now. I don't have anything else really, but I'll just want to give Angron something to chew on for a bit. Manifest Destiny, so he took advantage of this little break in pressure to pop Manifest Destiny, which is annoying for me. Okay, let's try a Osgard squad actually, and I don't need to stun Angron because I still have a couple of troops on the board. abandoned supplies, which gets me another abandoned supplies. Great. Which gets me a cheap Jewback. That's not bad. I'm expecting the Conqueror now. Oh yeah, there we go. Angron's solution to any tough situation, the Conqueror. Always. Well, always after 8 energy. Anyways, that's one Conqueror down. After the second Conqueror goes, I can use my Rhea the Seducer. Because that is the Death of Angron card. Enemy Warlord has 0 attack. But I just need to bait him out first. So I need to bait out his second Conqueror. So first of all, I'm hoping having healing troops will do that. Maybe he doesn't want to let me heal. He's pulling abandoned supplies to get a cheap card. Void engagement to draw himself yet another card. This is looking good. If I survive, I'll be able to throw Jew back into Angron and heal myself for 2 points. Wow, he's really pulling out all those void engagements. Look at that mauling I'm taking in a turn when he's stunned. Oh god, there we are. Wonders of Tisca. Heals himself. Is he going for me? Nope, he's going for Ujiot, which is probably the smart move to make. Alright, having said that though, I got a convenient Armor of Mars. So let's go ahead and stun him and pull out Armor of Mars now, which is going to have him cursing, no doubt. And Jewback gives me a Goldstone. Neat. I like Goldstones.
You know nothing of honor.
So
Will not end that.
apparently I know nothing of honor. Okay, there's a volcanic instability which damages us all. He still has a lot more health than me. Okay, there's a Goldstone who's going to go and hit me, and he's got way more health now. He's got 6 plus 5 more, so 11 more points of health. But this is interesting. The Death Shroud. This is the guy who laughs at the Conqueror, because if he's on his own and the Conqueror kills him, he just bounces back again. Here comes an orbital bombardment. This could go badly for me if they all hit me, but statistically they should be split. Okay. I think I took 3 of those. The Death Shroud took 2. That's not bad. Okay, let's go ahead and hit him. Death Shroud dies, but he's on his own, so he bounces back. And we're going to stun him. And then let's take out the Goldstone's Hunters and attack there. Which means Death Shroud is on his own again, which means that... Ooh, that's not good. Ouch. Okay. Ooh, chem munitions. Let's go ahead and give that to Death Shroud. Now, I realize afterwards this was a mistake, because even though Angron is stunned... Yep, look how much health he has, right? And you know what's coming now. Angry Angron. Even angrier Angron, I suppose. So he turns into his demon form now. He's got a whopping 9 health plus 5, so he's got 14 health, and he's a demon with 5 attack who can attack twice. And all he has to do now is attack me once and I die. This is not good. He's really beating me down hard now. Okay, this might start turning things around. Let's go ahead and get rid of his survivor. Death Shroud is back. Let's drop Purity of Will to heal myself a little. Now this is a risk, because if he did have the Conqueror now, he can kill all my units. Oh, I think he realizes he's got nothing. He just played Order of Terra even though he's stunned. Oh, and his second one was also Orders from Terra. He realizes this is over. Let's just finish him in style. We're going to bring out Rhea the Seducer. Make sure he's got 0 attack. Hit him with my own face. And then hit him with Death Shroud for the win. That felt good, didn't it, guys? Alright. So, those are the 2 matches against Angron. And the last one was actually a little fun match with Mortarion. It's against Captured Mandragorax, the Warhound Titan. Now, I really enjoyed this match. It was actually shaping up to not be a... Well, it was shaping up initially in the first half to be a loss for me, and then it turned around beautifully. Let's see how that happened. It's a good set of cards to start with. I like it. So, Mortarion is quite forgiving with my build for the first couple of cards because you can just go stunning for the first like 3-4 turns of yours while you build up cards to play. Alright, this time for my second turn, I'm just going to throw out Dewback. He could survive one Titan Blast, so it feels reasonably okay. That's not good. He's got anti-stunning Pi Alpha in his deck, so that's going to probably be used to turn me off at a critical moment. Oh yeah, look at that. He just zapped Dewback and then fired his lasers into me. I'm just going to stun him and do nothing else right now. Initiatives in his court. He plays... Oh, that's a good move. Hanon's Mortars. So I'm now 8 points of health behind him, and he's got a tough unit on the board. Let's go ahead now and bring in that first wave. Hanon's Mortars should survive, and then next turn I should also be able to drop Ornithop's Barge. I think that's my plan here. Or I can drop Captain Ornithop and start healing up units. Yeah, he's just moving away front lines of mine. Oh yeah, he's really chewing up my front lines. I think I'm going to drop Ornithop's Barge for the extra units. So let's fire off the barge and see what I get. Bunker, ogres, Horus's trackers. That's not bad. Okay, and there's a tough little ogre now. So using Breach to turn it into a not so tough little ogre. And then he does the clever thing and throws his Ambassador Melgator into it to kill it. Ooh, that's good. He brings out a Vorax, he uses to weaken my bunker and take off Horus's trackers, and then he tries to zap me. No, he had no energy left. He destroyed my guys. Okay, so that's where the Ornithop's Barge actually proves its worth. You had to spend an entire turn just trying to wipe that out. Let's try Abandoned Supply, see what comes up. Okay, a cheap Melgator is fine. Let's bring in Ujiaj for when the bunker dies. And I'm just going to give Ujiaj Poisonous in the hope of poisoning things. Maybe I should have stunned the Titan instead, but let's see. So he zaps Ujiaj. Oh god. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, that vehicle hit him. Boo. Okay, I could use Melgator to bounce him back, but instead I'm going to poison that thing. And I'm going to stun the Titan. And let's bring in the Meldon squad, which was shifted off. It'll hopefully be a distraction. Okay, bye-bye bunker. Okay, now he's going with Forge Complex. He's going to be trying to pull troops out of his locations, I guess. Okay, there's the Mortar Strike. Bye-bye to those guys. Alright, fair enough. See, when he's got Forge Complex, it can be dangerous, because Forge Complex can start creating legendary troops for him, which are not in his deck. Let's go ahead and start trying to bring balance back to this. May as well use Chem Munition now to make those guys survive one laser strike. Okay, so I'm still 10 points behind him on health here. Oh, Wonders of Tisca, that's anti-stunning, so now he can act. Artillery Strike to... Oh, he's going for a full board clear here. Check this out. He's on 39 health, I'm on 25, and he... Oh, neat, he uses Ricochet. Okay, but he is now running very low on cards. He only has one card in his hand. Next turn, he'll draw one and create one from Forge Complex. Alright, let's do this. We're going to bring out Zagart's squad for some front lines. And now let's drop Endurance to wipe his board out and heal myself and damage him a little. So he's on 34 health, I'm on 25. Slightly better than where we were before, but now he drew a card and he created a card. So he created a really irritating front line. He zaps me and that's it. So he's sitting on 2 cards now, not more. But hey, look at that, Mount Barros. Let's drop that, stun the Titan, and get rid of his unit. See what Mount Pharos does. Neutral decks struggle with removal. Unless he's packed Melter Bombs, there's not much he can do about Mount Pharos. Oh, he could stun it, I guess. Oh, he's unstunning himself. And he's going for me, so I'm on 21 health. Alright, so that neutron emitter is a bit of a problem for me right now. Ooh, I saw a long thing. So let's go ahead and poison the neutron emitter. There we go. And next we will stun it so it cannot stun Mount Pharos. Well, it cannot jam Mount Pharos anymore because neutron emitter can do 3, I think it's 3 damage and stun. And 3 damage and jam. Uh-oh. He unstunned it, which means he's just jammed my Mount Pharos and it's not doing anything else. He's using Seek and Destroy to try to take out my Ansgar Longfangs, and he kills them. Thank you. On the other hand, the Pi Alpha 52 does not get rid of poison, so his guy dies. Alright, so this is a little bit useless, but what I can do is bring it back to my hand with Ambassador Melgator, play it out again, and pull out an Abandoned Supplies, and lastly, ooh nice, Held Tal. We can stun the Titan again. Enjoy that. Okay, let's see what comes next. It is, oh god, horrible offensive unit. Mortar Strike coming down, hits him. Okay, he's really trying to take out Mount Pharos now. So we need to keep Mount Pharos alive here. So we're going to bring in Endurance, which will heal with Mount Pharos and damage all the enemies. Ambassador Melgator can now throw herself into that damage super nasty guy. Epistolary Rastan can drop out, where he can help kill any tough people the enemy drops, and the Titan gets stunned again. Alright, now he's drawing a card.
Defiance alone is not enough.
So his steady progress into me has slowed down quite a fair bit. Okay, Hanan's Mortars hits Epistolary Rastan. Boo. And Sagittarius Squad. But that works out for me because now... Ooh, neat. Ansvar. Let's drop him for sure before we do anything. Epistolary kills the Sagittarius Squad, which buffs the Ansvar dude. And we will definitely drop a Halden Tal and stun the Titan. So now the Ansvar is protected a little from direct attack. Especially Mount Pharos is protected. And he's trying to chew through my new Dreadnought buddy. Oh, look at that. Dangerous situation now. Ooh, right, okay, here we go. Erasmus Galg of the Iron Warriors damages all my units but gives them a buff, which allows me to destroy the machine and attack the Titan. And stun the Titan. Okay, this is starting to turn around pretty nicely. Okay, tough little guy there. What's Mount Pharos giving me now? Oh, perfect. Captain Vargas. Mount Pharos is slowly dying from Erasmus Gall, but I think that's fine. Let's bring in Captain Vargas. Stun the... what's it? Machinator Squad? Yeah, Machinator Squad. We'll poison it so that it dies next turn. And throw Erasmus Galg into taking out that frontline troop. And now next turn, Erasmus Galg and Captain Vargas will buff Captain Vargas, and Captain Vargas will buff Erasmus Galg. So it looks like he's had quite enough of Mount Pharos and its BS, so he's just throwing that out, getting rid of it. Alright. Ooh, a Death Cloud. But I may not even need to play that. Okay, there we go. Here comes the buffs like crazy. Look at that. Huge attacks. So what we're going to do is drop Purity of Will to heal my guys, because I've been taking attacks. Now I should have dropped it after I attacked with them, because they would have healed more. But then also drop First Wave to protect them. And with so many units, the odds of something important being hit by the Titan's random attacks are pretty low, so I can actually just go ahead and do a direct face bashing.
Face your final justice.
This looks over, doesn't it, guys? It's over. I think we can call it, but let's just follow this to the end. So he attacks me. He's throwing out all his cards, just trying to do what he can at this point. But he knows there's nothing. Creates a Mechadendrite. Brings out a Goldstone. Who tries to hit Captain Vargas. And tries to take out a front line. Alright, next turn starts. So Erasmus Gall actually kills Captain Vargas at this point because he damages everyone. But everything else got buffed pretty nicely. And we can now end it. The nice thing is Vargas's buff I think triggered before Gall. I'm not sure how that worked out. Anyway, there we go. That was the win against Captured Mandragorax. So anyway, I hope you guys found that pretty relaxing. I personally find every win over Angron something worth savoring, so I'm glad to have been able to share that with you. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button now. More videos will keep coming up, and I will see you next time in one of those. Alright, bye for now, guys.